Today's Toy Spa, we're having a look at the Neca Friday the 13th Jason Voorhees as seen in Friday the 13th Part 3. You know, surprisingly, it's one of Spot's favorite Friday the 13ths. It's so over the top. I don't know what it is. Just the 3D is ridiculous. I quote Friday the 13th 3 all the time, Friday the 13th 3D. But can I tell you how excited I am that NECA has now finally started releasing a line of Jason figures. Sure, we did get the Cult Classics Friday the 13th Part 7 Jason from the New Blood. We also did get a Friday the 13th 2-pack featuring Pamela Voorhees and Jason Voorhees from Part 2. Now, I don't know if they're going to continue essentially from Part 2 onward, and then this is just going to be Part 3. I would like them to go back and do a Part 2 Jason, and maybe even a Pamela Voorhees, with this new sculpt, the new articulation, and everything else, because the older figures obviously stand up well now, but, you know, they're still a little dated. They are still a little dated. Down below, there is a picture of Jason's, what looks to be his hockey mask. It's a little hard to see. There's an eye there. There might be something over there as well. And also the very cool poster of the Friday 13th Part 3, or Part 3D, A New Dimension in Terror. On the back, also coming soon, Friday 13th Part 4, the final chapter, Jason Voorhees. I can tell you I'm extremely excited for that. Oh, and I'm also extremely excited for, hopefully, a Part 5 Roy. Oh boy, if they can actually do that, I would be very, very happy. The read-up says, an idyllic, okay, summer turns into a nightmare of unspeakable terror for yet another group of naive counselors. Ignoring Camp Crystal Lake's bloody legacy, one by one they fall victim to the maniacal Jason, who stalks them at every turn. Hold on there a second, hold on there. I don't know if they were actually counselors. I think they were just friends. Weren't they friends going with one of the girls that were going up there to visit? Was it her cousin or something like that? They weren't really counselors, though. I don't know. Read-up's a little vague. Perhaps this is going to be the same read-up that's going to be on all the Jason figures. Up top we have some generic character, some girl screaming. But that is packaging. I certainly can't wait to get this opened up, so I'm going to take a bit of a break. I'm going to get Jason opened up here, and when we come back, we're going to get a better look at Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th, Part 3. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. And taking a quote from the actual movie, this Jason is good. Real nice. I think the detail on this Jason is phenomenal. I think NECA has certainly really done a fantastic job on this actual figure of Jason. I guess let's start first with the mask. We'll zoom the camera in. The mask is good. I would almost say that one of the eye holes seems like it's a little too low. I don't know. It seems a little off to me. Not enough that it bothers me, because I think they did an incredible job on this, on the actual hockey mask. Now the mask is removable. It does have straps here. There are straps all the way around. There's a detailed look on the back of the straps. If we take the mask off, we'll just zoom the camera back a bit. If we take the mask off, underneath is a very, very cool sculpt on Jason Voorhees. I would have almost loved if he had had more of a goofier grin, but that I think will actually be more with the scarred, the bloodied variant of Jason, which I also will be reviewing. Don't worry, he is on his way. But the detail work on Jason's face is phenomenal. Again, I think NECA has really outdone themselves here with an incredible sculpt on Jason Voorhees. Now again, they could have sculpted perhaps the mask with the lower eye to accommodate the fact that this eye is a little lower as well. Luckily, you can't see the eyes, which I think is always a plus. I kind of like that. In some light, you can make out the eyes, that they're in there. In other lighting, it just looks black. The sculpting on the neck is phenomenal as well. You can see all the little wrinkles and folds in the neck. Speaking of folds, you can see the folds in his shirt. A nice choice of green. The original shirt was more of a green color. And he's got his slacks going on there as well. Now, I know obviously what you're thinking. I know exactly what you're thinking. You're thinking, man, I could really go with a sandwich right now. I know, I'm thinking the exact same thing. But I know the other thing you're probably thinking, hey, Spot, wasn't there also another Friday the 13th Part 3 Jason that was released from Mezco? From the Mezco Cinema of Fear? You would absolutely be correct. You know, Spot, it would be really nice if you actually showed us that figure. What? You would? Well, let's actually reach off camera. Here is the Friday the 13th 3 Jason from Cult Classics. Or sorry, from Cinema of Fear. Thank you, Cinema of Fear. I mean, as a whole, the figure is still good. I'm just going to actually focus my attention on this figure just for a second. The figure as a whole is pretty good. The shirt is a little too light, and it's almost the wrong colors. This is more of an olive color. His shirt really wasn't that color in the movie. And obviously he's pre-posed. From the waist down, he's pre-posed. You really can't do anything with him. But as a whole, the figure was decent enough. And if that ended up being the only Jason we would have gotten, I would have been fine with it. I would have been a little upset, but there's Jason's face underneath. We're not really even doing the review on this particular Jason, but I am. You know what? I am curious. I'm just going to move him off for a second. I am curious if I shouldn't really be mixing mediums here, but I'm going to remove the mask just for giggles. I'm actually going to try to put the mask on that came with the. It's not really going to fit. It really shouldn't fit. I mean, after all, it's a different figure. As you can see, one of the snaps came loose. There's Jason with the other mask. It's not, actually, you know what? It's not a bad mask. It's a little whiter in color than the NECA version. But there's that. It's a little denser as well, a little harder. I'm just going to take that off. Again, Spot really shouldn't be mixing manufacturers like that. I'm just going to go off, put this back on here. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Fantastic. So yeah, as a whole, I mean, this was good for its time. It's a little bulkier, certainly, as well. The blood is also a little more unrealistic on this knife. But, you know, I really like the improvement that NECA has done. For one thing, I'm more of a fan of straight figures. I don't like pre-posed bent knee figures. You know what? If you're going to give me no articulation, just give me a straight figure. A figure with straight legs, you know. I would hope there would at least be articulation in the arms, but if you're not going to give me anything in the legs, at least give me just a straight leg. And I really, really like that. Now, granted, it's NECA, so it's not going to have no articulation. There is actually quite a bit in there. But I really like the shirt. The detail is fantastic. His accessories, for starters, he does come with his... Well, it's not really his, but he does come with a harpoon gun, which is actually the first appearance of Jason in the mask. Once he kills, was it Shelly? He takes his hockey mask that he brought along with him. That silly Shelly, he's a prankster. He comes walking out onto the deck, and the girl suspects it's him, but it ain't him. Oh, no siree, it's Jason by this point. And he's got himself the iconic Jason mask. And he reaches out like that with his harpoon gun. Kind of just tilts his head like that. Right in the eye. Boom. Boom, right in the eye. Now, I don't know if I would necessarily have him pose with the harpoon gun, but I love the fact that we actually get one. I think that is so cool. A great, fantastic addition that NECA has thought of. Obviously, his other accessory, the accessory that you would expect Jason to come with, is he also comes with a machete, which we can also put in his hand, like so. And again, just really, really nice. I love this figure. I don't know if you can tell, Spot's a little hard to read at times, but I really love this figure. I mean, it pretty much is taken right from the movie. The only thing that's missing is Jason's awkward args. When he gets hit, when he gets stabbed, he goes, "Oh!" But I really, really think they did a fantastic job on this figure. In the way of Jason's articulation, Jason has a ball-jointed head. Get lots of movement that way. He has pin and socket shoulders. You can rotate them all the way around. He has pin and socket elbows. You can rotate them all the way around as well, and also, of course, bend them. His hands look to be on a ball joint. His upper torso is on a ball joint. Oh, and also, this is a soft goods kind of rubbery plastic shirt that they put on him. So I like the fact that you can rotate him and it has give. It's not just a solid, hunk of plastic. Now there's a waist swivel as well. The thing that throws me off is the actual leg articulation, because the legs do go forward and back, but they're on a hidden pin. I guess it's because they wanted to keep the sculpt on the leg intact. They didn't want to disrupt it. So the legs do go out as well. The knees bend. They also do rotate. Surprisingly enough, they do rotate. I thought they would have only bent by the way the sculpt is. So again, NECA is really perfecting what they're doing with their joints. I mean, you would swear that was just a bend knee, but no, it does actually rotate as well. And also the feet, the detailed shoes there, they also are on a ball joint. I certainly cannot recommend this figure enough. If you are a Jason Voorhees fan, I mean, I love Jason Voorhees. I mean, to get any figure of Jason is just, for me, it's win-win. But I mean, this figure is definitely a must-have pickup. Now, there is also a bloody version as well. Don't worry, Spot will do a review of him also. But if this is what we're starting with for what will be a future line of Jason figures from the good folks at NECA, then sign me up. I can't wait. And I hope, and I pray that we do get a Part 5, Part 6, Part 7, Part 8, even Part 9, even Uber Jason. Sky's the limit. Certainly, I am very, very pleased. Jason from Part 3D, Friday the 13th, Part 3D, I'm going to give this Jason a 10. A 10, right there. Today's Toy Spot, I was very, very happy to bring to you a review of the Friday the 13th Part 3D Jason Voorhees. A must-have figure, definitely worth getting. Thanks for watching as you always do, guys. I'll see you next time.